Welcome back to my channel. I go by Shetried here on the internet, and today I'm here to talk about well, number one, hi, because I haven't talked to the camera I think since like my last vlog in like May. So what's up? It is July right now as I'm recording this. Oh, and I don't know if it's allergies. I don't know if it's just something going on. I don't know. But I'm very, very sneezy right now. So, but yeah, no, I wanted to make a really quick video about the last couple of books I've read. So, they're all, like, 3 are manga, 2 are manhwa. If you want to know more about the books I've read since, like, May, then keep on watching. Okay. Let's first get into my hair. I got my hair braided like 2 weeks ago now, and I love it. I love it. It's so easy to just get up now and just go, and now I have to worry about it. I need to probably cut some loose soon, just to kind of like, you know, refresh it a little bit. But other than that, I haven't had to do anything to it. So shout out to the hairstylist there at Locks for Days in Smyrna. I don't think I'm saying that right. So yeah, I definitely recommend the shop. They're very, very nice over there. And it didn't take long. It took like, I want to say like 5 hours to do this whole style. So yeah. So that's what I'm gonna get out of the way first. And I like my hair. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. My grandma called. She's currently, she's okay. She's in the hospital, but she's okay. She just got a room. That's what she was calling me. But yeah, she is staying over for observation. So, as of right now, she's okay. At least she's in a room. That's all I can say. She's just in a room. I don't know. Hopefully the doctor, you know, figures out what's going on. But right now she's in a room, which is like progress. So anyway, I kind of wanted to come to y'all with like a update slash. Oh my gosh, I wish I could just like get up just a little bit. Like, can I get the mic a little higher? Gotta get myself a little higher. But like, this chair is broken. It has been broken for at least 2 years now, maybe a year and a half, 2 years. Anyway, yeah. What was I saying? Ooh. Okay. No, I was gonna come to y'all with like more like makeup and like I was gonna do like my makeup on camera and like everything, but I don't know. I just got real like, well, not real like, but like, I don't know. I just was like, let me just make this a really quick video because I haven't filmed a long video in a minute. So let me just do like something really quick, or at least as quick as I think I can make it, and just come back to y'all with like makeup like another time. So yeah, hopefully in the next video, well, this video will be about manga, and then the next video will hopefully be a video game video. So be on the lookout for that. So yeah, so let's get started. Let's get started with the manhwa actually, because it's only 2 volumes. So oh wow, the sun wants to go away as soon as I start recording. That's great. I made a like reel or short about this particular manhwa, the Kill the Villainess, volume 1. I forgot when exactly this came out. I think it came out in March, maybe April. Don't quote me on that, but it's a fairly new release. It like released like this year. And so it's basically kind of like an isekai. I mean, it is an isekai. It's basically about this girl named Iris who doesn't remember her past life, but knows that what she knows is that she woke up in the novel that she was reading before she died, and she woke up as the villainess. And so now she is doing everything in her power basically to get back to like her world that she came from, but it's hard because she only knows like what happened to them. She only knows like certain parts of the story and like how it went, and so she doesn't know exactly like she doesn't know the whole backstory to Villainess basically. So she's trying to like piece that together while trying to figure out how to get back to her world. And so it's really, and it's like towards the end of the book, um, you can tell, or like even like certain parts throughout the book, you can like tell that like other people have noticed that it's not the same Iris that was originally with them. You can tell that like even like her like lady in waiting basically can already tell that like Iris is not the same Iris that was there like a couple months ago. She can tell like things she has like changed, like even her mannerisms and things like that. So it's a very interesting read to like see like the outside perspective of like how other people like see like someone who's been isekai, and then like to see like the kind of like new perspective of like, well, not a new perspective, but like a different perspective of like, oh, I don't know what's really going on besides like what I read in the novel, and I only really read it like not for, I only really read it like for like the heroine and stuff. I didn't read it like for the villainess. So the art in this is really really pretty. Like I know it's a, I think it's a webtoon. I want to say this is a webtoon, a Korean webtoon, but I first heard of it on Instagram. So yeah, so I already have volume 2. I need to read it. And I'll come back with like another short about that. But sorry. Excuse me. But yeah, I'm really excited to get into more into this. I rated it like I think a 4 out of 5. Only because like I do feel like it does have like a slow start. I mean, like basically it starts out with her going to lunch or brunch with her fiance that doesn't really love her, and like the best friend of the fiance, or well, her childhood friend of her and the fiance. And of course, he's in love more with the childhood friend than he is with his fiance, even though they're all childhood friends. But he treats Eris like poo, which I do not like. He basically hates her, but knows he has to stick with her because her and his dad, who is the emperor, have a deal with her dad, which is the duke, to for them to be wed and for her to be the future empress. So she already hates the idea of having to be with him, but she's just like, you know, I'm gonna just put up with it because my dad, or the character's dad, you know, did all this, so I might as well keep up with the parents as much as I can. But she's also like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie down like a dog unless you just talk to me any type of way, or unless you just like, ooh, not that little ashy, probably is. I'm not gonna let you talk to me any type of way, and I'm also not gonna let you like just treat me any type of way either, just because like I know you don't like want to be like married to me or engaged to me. So yeah, it's very very pretty, and it's like yeah, like I was saying, it's like different parts where you can like tell that they know that like something is up with Eris or Iris. I think it's Eris though. So yeah. So that's Kill the Villainess, Volume 1. Like I said, 4 out of 5. I'm very, very excited though to get into Volume 2 to see like how the story like progresses. Because it's kind of ended, I want to say, on a cliffhanger. Yeah. It ended up with a cliffhanger with the priest that in the book like was the one that basically like, I don't know if it was sanctioned or one that carried out Eris's like demise or her death. And basically she reveals at the end of this volume that to that priest that she is not like from this world. So I'm ready to get into volume 2 to see like how he reacts to that. So Kill the Villainess, and I got it from Barnes and Noble, because I know sometimes people ask me like where I get stuff, where I get the manhwa from. The next manhwa is Villains Are Destined to Die. This is volume 3. I have the other two. I have the first 2 volumes, which I think I did a video on. I don't think so, but I'm gonna just come in already with volume 3. Volume 3, basically she is getting ready to go to the hunting tournament that is being hosted by the king, the emperor. Oh, you know what? Let me get some context just in case I didn't go through volume 1 and 2. Her name is Penelope. And just like, similar to Killer Villainess, she also got, this is someone who is not really Penelope. She took over Penelope's body. She, the original main character, I forgot her like original name, like her name that she was like in her world. But she had like a rough childhood. She was the product of like or like a child of like a famous, not famous, but like a rich person, like their mistress, and like unfortunately, like the mom died, and so the father basically didn't do anything to help raise her. She just didn't raise herself, and she had two hateful brothers that made her life miserable because of the fact that they had a different mom than her, or something like it. Either they had a different mom, or she like their mom like died when she gave birth to her, something like that. I don't know. Either way, they treated her like crap, and so she finally moved out of there for college, and then she started playing this game that had Penelope as the villainess. And one day she wakes up and she finds out that she's in the game that she was playing, and she's on hard mode, which meaning that she doesn't get like any like hints, she doesn't get like any like big like buffs or anything like that. Like she is on her own and she has to figure out what's going on. Like even in the first I think chapter or two in the first volume, like she couldn't even like speak without having to like the dialogue like being like laid out for her, like for her to select. So kind of to catch up a little bit, both the brothers in this is her other brother. I forgot his name. Reynolds. I think it's Reynolds. Yeah, I think it's Reynolds. Her brother, the brothers don't like her, just like in her other life, they didn't like her. This time because of the fact that they know that she is a replacement for their sister that looks like her, but she disappeared like decades ago, and their dad and his dad or their dad adopted Penelope because of the fact that she looked just like the daughter that disappeared, and he was taking care of her. But Penelope, of course, in the story before the girl got into the game, Penelope was a brat and was doing like so many things to kind of like make herself stand out and just do things that would make her life harder than it should be easier. But then as you get into more of Penelope's story, you start to realize that she did certain things or acted out in certain ways because of the fact that people would treat her a certain way, because of the fact that they didn't see her as the real daughter of the Duke. They just saw her as like a replacement and someone who causes trouble. So now that Penelope has been like basically like, I don't know, not taken over, but like been replaced with the girl from that was playing the game. She's like kind of like making like her own terms, and like it's kind of see, the art in is really pretty. I guess you can see it like more from here with the sun. Oh, the sun. So, this is a really pretty chapter. This is a really pretty page, actually. This is the two brothers, and pretty much Penelope is treated like essentially like a nuisance. But now that the girl has taken over Penelope, she has made sure that people know like not to mess with Penelope, and also she's trying to find a way basically to get back to her world, so that way she can like finish living her life, because she's like, I worked too hard to die and just come into this life and basically have the exact same life I had that I was trying to get away from. So yeah, so this is a continuation of that storyline, and in this particular volume she is getting ready for, like I said, the tournament that the Crown Prince, there we go, that the Crown Prince is holding. Now, also Penelope, she also has I think it's like 3 bachelors that she needs to choose from to help her escape the world because all technically I guess they all, if she doesn't pick the right one, like it leads to her death. And she has already tried many things to like kill herself, and unfortunately, same with Eris, they both like tried multiple things to like get rid of delete themselves, but they couldn't. So the story would like either bring them back or like it wouldn't work. So now Penelope is kind of like just like going along with this and like just trying to figure out which of the bachelors or potential love interests she can persuade to like help her and like make her and like help her like avoid death, so that way she can figure out a plan as to how to get back to her normal life. So I'm excited. I think I have volume 4 already, or I'm going to get volume 4, or volume 4 is like on its way to me. I really like this story. I like villainous stories. I like villainous animes. So these are kind of like my bread and butter right now as far as like manhwa is concerned. It's not BL. So yeah, those are just two. Now I'm going to get into the manga of it all. Let's start with BL Metamorphosis. BL Metamorphosis is basically about a older woman named Ichino. Sorry, I was about to call her Yuki. That is not. Yuraha. Okay. Yuraha is student, and then Ichino is the older woman that was kind of just browsing into a bookstore one day. She noticed that the bookstore beside her had closed down, so she was trying a new one by the station. And she happened to go in there and see that there was a popular section in particular in the bookstore that was BL. And so she picked up one of the books, and Yuraha, the cashier that works at the bookstore, noticed the book she was buying and was like, "Oh my gosh, I read that story too. I think it's really, really cool." But she didn't express that to her. She's kind of like, hey, thank you, check out, bye. Me and Michaels. Me and over at Michaels. Like, goodbye. I'm checking you out. Goodbye. She was like, oh my gosh, I don't have anybody else to talk to. Yuraha was like, I don't have anybody else to talk to about BL or about these stories that I read. Let me see if Ichino would like to talk about them. And Ichino was like, I don't have anybody to talk about these with because all my friends are, either gone or, or they're just not interested in this stuff. So I'm going to, let's talk. They exchange like email addresses and then eventually numbers. And towards like the end of the volume, they are meeting up at a comic cat, I think, to meet the author of the BL that they both like. So it's super, super cute. The volume is really thin, so it's not too bad of a read. It takes like maybe like an hour. It took me like an hour at most for me to read this. It's a really cute story. I cannot wait to get to the other volumes. So far, I've only seen this in Kinokuniya, but I want to say that it's now that I've like seen more people talk about it like online. I'm pretty sure I'll see it now in Barnes and Nobles. So I really, really like it. It's really, really cute. I feel like it's gonna be me when I turn when I get to this age. I'm gonna be the one that's befriending or like being cutesy with someone younger than me reading some BL. Like you see how Ichino be chilling? Like, look at her. Just chill like a villain. Yeah. The art in this is like, it's nothing to like write home about. I really enjoyed this though. I really want to keep reading it. And yeah. I really would like BL Metamorphosis. Like I said, it's a short read, and I'm pretty sure. I know for sure, like I said, it's like Kinokuniya, but I think it is becoming more popular than be a personal. So yeah. Next we have this is volume 1 too. It's not a one shot, it's volume 1. So I don't know how many volumes are gonna be out, but I do know, that. Next we have I quit my apprenticeship as a royal courts wizard to become a magic item craftswoman. So this is a shoujo. I know that for fact. This is a shoujo. This is Ilya, and this is her This is the demon that she made a contract with named Beryl. Essentially, Ilya was in a forest one day, and she happened to come across Beryl, who was hers, and she basically helped nurse Beryl back to like good enough health so that way he can like get back to hell. But in order to nurse him so that way he can get back, he basically made a contract with her. And so the contract was that I will protect you from harm, like no matter what, like no matter who or what is coming towards you, like I'll protect you from it. And Ilya was like, bet. And so and then but Ilya also, but Beryl didn't know that Ilya also had a keen or like a talent for magic. And so like she kind of like she kind of like I guess rewrote or kind of like wrote over some of the contract, and now in contract now states that like he cannot kill anybody unless Ilya says so. So yeah, so the contract's done, now it's finished. So he's like basically her bodyguard for life. But Beryl, you know, saw the magic that was coming from her, and so he trained her. So now she is, by the time she was 13, she was already an apprentice to be a court wizard. But of course, she's like one of the only women, or if not the only woman, and she's also the youngest person to be accepted. So of course, like she has to make some haters that are in the program with her, and also like want to make her life hell. But it's funny that every challenge they throw at her, like she executes it or like gets rid of the problem like flawlessly. And so like they're always mad, and I'm just like, you gotta stay mad, buddy, because Ilya's gonna show what it's done, what it's like. So yeah, and so basically when she was 15, she basically became fed up with it, and she like faked her deletion so that way she can get out of the apprenticeship. And now she is like in a new town, trying to be a craftswoman, working with these local vendors that she rescued on her way to the town. So this is also another short volume, but I really like the art in this one. I think it's really, really cute. And I think like I can definitely tell this is a shoujo because of the lining and like how the overlays are, and how it's like kind of like not out of order, but like you can tell that like it's like not as like streamlined as like a shoujo like would be. So yeah, so that's her faking her deletion. Also the town soldier that's in the new town that Ilya is at is kind of suspicious of her. So so she's trying to like navigate that, and just in general navigate being in a new town without raising any flags, so that way she doesn't like get caught and get reported back. Kind of thing. The last chapters of the book, she went to a cat town or a beastman village to like help them out. And yeah, she left a beastman village or cat folk village to help them out. And now she's on her way back to town, but on her way out, she gets kidnapped. So that's what the cliffhanger is for volume 1. It gives you to volume 2. I believe volume 2 is out already. Oh my gosh, hold on a second. Let me back up so I can see me. I believe volume 2 is out, and like I said, I'll be picking it up. I'll be following this. Yeah, I really enjoyed this. Anyway, this is the eccentric doctor of the Moonflower Kingdom. This is basically like if you want to get into Apothecary Diaries, but not necessarily like, I don't know. I'm one of those people that like once I start watching an anime, I don't like I'm like, it's kind of like very hit or miss whether or not I like it enough to like pick up the manga, and especially like depending on how many volumes of the manga is out. But the Apothecary Diaries, I feel like I'll get it eventually, but maybe like once it's a box set. because like it's like certain manga. I'm like, you know what? No, I'll just wait for this to become a box set so that way I can get you, because it's too much if I try to collect you individually. It's too much. But this is kind of like something similar to Apothecary, though this is a shoujo. It's about a doctor named Koyu. This is she, who treats the prince of Prince Kiyun. Well, doesn't treat Prince Kiyun. She treats his I guess like retainer, soldier, something like that. Basically, the person that fights beside him and like helps him like do like daily tasks and stuff like that. So I guess not a servant, but something kind of similar. Him and his party are attacked, including like the guy that's with him. And they were looking for a doctor, and someone told them that there is a doctor that's named Koyu that's in the village that they're coming from. I mean, in the village that they're heading to. And so they call on Koyu, and they don't know like that she's a woman yet. They just know that there's a doctor named Koyu, and that, you know, she's in like this. They're like in this particular house, like in the village. And so they go to see her, and so when they see her and they see that she's a woman, they're like, "Huh? What are you talking about?" And it's like, because you don't see a lot of women in that day and age, you know, in this day and age, as doctors. And so, but she learned everything she could from her father, who passed away, or I'm assuming passed away. They haven't really gotten into his tea yet, but I believe he passed away or something to that effect. So she lives with her mom and her assistant, who is, which I very much so appreciated. Okay, so this is Nankin, and that is Miss and her assistant. This is Nankin. So, so basically the people tell them to look for him and for a doctor named Kobe. I'm not flipping y'all off. And that's how like the story kind of like looks. Very, very pretty, very, very beautiful. Yeah. The part between her and her mom before she leaves to go off with the prince to the Moonflower Kingdom. Because, okay, in this, let me back up a little bit. Like this, in this particular universe, their kingdom is divided by flowers. And so, or like the continent, there we go, the continent is divided up by flowers, and she is coming from like hold on. Because the map is like in the very, very front. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you. The whole continent is called the Moonflower Kingdom. I'm getting myself confused. And then within the kingdom, there are different cities or different areas, different like settlements, I guess. And Koru and are currently in the Orchid, and Prince is from the Flower Kingdom. I mean, the Flower Settlement. So basically, and he's been pretty much like kept sheltered all his life. Prince Kiyun, he doesn't really know much outside of like imperial like tactics and keeping himself alive, and how to run a kingdom, things of that nature. And so he doesn't really know much about like how like the villagers live and how like basically how the common folk live. So Koyu is not only treating treating his retainer, but she's also like teaching him like, you know, this is where we get milk from. We get it from a goat. Try this goat milk. You like it, and you like it. That's not how to talk to somebody. Like, you are a customer here, and customers don't talk to me like that. Stuff like that. And so basically, he's so charmed by her, and so charmed by the fact that she knows so much medical things that are has so much medical knowledge. No words. He invites her to go with him to the Moonflower Kingdom. Not the Moonflower Kingdom. To the Flower Settlement or City. The Imperial City. So yeah. So that's also this is a volume 1. And this is also volume 1. I believe there's like 4 volumes out right now of this. I picked this up back in like, it gotta be March or April. It's been a minute since I picked this up, and I just read it like when I was getting my hair braided. So yeah, I do plan on catching up to the series. It's gonna take me a minute. But I'm gonna review every volume that I do, either in a video or on a short. And if I do like the short, then I'll post it like somewhere so y'all can see it. So yeah, so this is, I'm trying to see what was the thing that ended here. Oh, never mind. Koyu's father does make an entrance. That's what the cliffhanger was. I was like, I thought he was dead. No, apparently he was gone missing. That's what it was. Okay. So that's the cliffhanger, is that Koyu, and also they talk about like a flaw that she has in her being a doctor. I'm excited for these series. I really feel like I got some good ones out of here. This one, oh, I rated this one. I didn't rate other than volume 3. Since I'm in it with this one, I'll give this one and it left on a good like note. So I'll rate this. I'm trying to do it so y'all can still see me. I rate this like it's like a 4.5 out of 5. 4.5. I'm not gonna lie, all of these get 5s out of me. All these volumes get 5s out of me. I really enjoyed these series. So yeah, I'm excited to keep reading and getting to know these characters and getting to know more about their stories. So yeah, so that's gonna be it for me. Just a really quick one. I want to just get in here and show y'all some of the stuff I've been reading. I do plan on reading more. I have literally a whole bag full of books that I need to finish reading before I start buying again, which I've told myself, which, you know, I went kind of like on a like a low buy, yeah, a low buy / no buy for July, and that's almost done. So I'm about to come back full force in August. But no, I did want to like let y'all know like what's I've been reading, what I've been reading lately. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you read any of these series or reading any of these series. Let me know your thoughts down below. And yeah, I shall talk to y'all later. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.